Earl Blumenauer, we know what an entrenched incumbent this guy is, and we know what a waste of space he is, and I just want Delia to ride her bicycle right there into Washington, D.C., put on a bow tie and say, "Hey, Earl, get out of here!" Wait, you want to talk now? Well, tell us what it's all about, sister. Delia Lopez.
Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for being here today and for working so hard for all the candidates, because this is the year.
Yeah.
We are taking back our country. You know, it's funny when you look around and you realize that we created this government to secure our rights. That was the whole idea. You know, the right to life, liberty, property, pursuit of happiness, all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, this government has grown into an overbearing monster from which we must get permission to catch a fish. I mean, it's like, doesn't really even shock us anymore to go have to get a license to do almost anything anymore. How could we have allowed this to happen? And what are we going to do to stop it? We have 67 days and we have a lot of work to do. We have candidates that are up here busting their butts, and I'm not just speaking for myself, at the state and federal level, and the wind is at our back. You know, 41% of the Tea Partiers are Democrats. We can take this. Can you imagine having a state where we have Chris Dudley and Chris Telfer in the 2 seats out of the Resources Board? My heart pitter-patters just at the thought. And a true constitutionalist like Jim Huffman. The first time I heard him, I thought I'm going to kiss him on the mouth. We have so much work to do, but this year we can actually do it. People across the state are waking up and going, do we really want the type of government that shuts down little girls' lemonade stands? No! Think about this. I mean, this is like perfect timing. We couldn't have paid them to do this for us. I mean, it's just dumb luck, or does somebody know those guys and you slipped them $50 to do it? I mean, if you did, thank you. Because that's what it takes to get some people to realize what's going on in our nation. But people across Oregon are really starting to wake up. You know, I put my telephone number in the voter's guide, and I had 3 Republicans call me. That's it. You know what the number 1 caller was out of about 60, 70 phone calls? It says you're running for Congress in the 3rd Congressional District, and how come you're not on my ballot? I thought, yeah. I told him, I promise I'll be on it in November. My husband told me I should have told them to write me in. Hello? I'm kind of slow sometimes, you know? But this is really the year when we can actually do something. And now's my pitch. You know, our founding fathers, they pledged their lives, their property, and their sacred honor to give us freedom. What are you willing to do so that your children can grow up with the freedom we had? Are you willing to make phone calls? Are you willing to canvass? Can you put a sign in your yard? Can you donate? There is so much work today to do, and there is only 67 days to do it. This year can be a phenomenal year in Oregon and across this nation. But it's up to every single one of you. Because, you know, we've got candidates out there working their butts off, but they cannot do it alone. And Multnomah County has been dragging our state right down, well, I call it the downward spiral. I liken it to the flushing of a toilet. And the scary thing is we really are right there. It's going down. But we can stop it, and we can turn it around.
Yes, we can.
Yay.
And we are going to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Delia Lopez, and I'm running for Congress because I truly believe that a congressman's job is to defend and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. Against all threats, foreign and domestic. I see way too many threats to my freedom coming out of Washington, D.C. right now. But we got 67 days, and we are taking back our country. Thank you.
Congressional challenger from the 4th Congressional District challenging Peter DeFazio is Art Robinson. Art's a go-getter. In fact, Art is such a go-getter, and he's out there making sure that he touches every single person in that district.